As Israel intensifies its war in Gaza, a father here in Canada is desperately trying to get his son home to Canada. A warning to our viewers, as we have been reporting, the situation on the ground in Gaza is dire, and some of the images we're going to share might be troubling, but they are real. The family of Mamdouh Abusbitan, seen in these four pictures, and then in the after pictures on the right, are sharing how their 22-year-old son is starving in Gaza. They are waiting to reunite him with his family and three siblings who are here in Canada. For more on Mamdouh's story, we're joined in studio by his dad, Mamdouh Abusbitan. Thank you so much for being here. I know that's very hard to see those pictures.
Thank you very much for hearing me. Thank you.
You shared that you've been trying to bring Mamdouh to Canada since 2021. What has the process been like? So, and just to remind everybody, in 2021, he would have been a teenager. 18.
Yeah, it was 18 at that moment. Like when I got approval to be a permanent resident, or when I got approval to apply for permanent resident application, I include Mamdouh and his family, like my wife, my daughter, Mamdouh, and the two sons in the same application. And after that, the process takes time. I do understand what the meaning of the process, but the issue is it takes long time. So I said it's okay. Until now, 52 months for the application of Mamdouh and his mother and daughter and two sons. Until now, no response. So I got my PR in 2024. But the issue is now my family themselves, they don't have these papers. They don't have this PR. One of them, Mamdouh now, who is suffering from the war there in Gaza. I understand the process from the beginning, but what makes it difficult for me, that Mamdouh now is like under constant danger, which is great danger for him.
Can you describe for us, I don't even know, first of all, what communication is like with Mamdouh, how often you're able to reach him, because we know that about 70% of the communication systems on the ground in Gaza have been destroyed. What you've been able to learn, what is life like for him right now?
Yes, we are chatting with Mamdouh through the WhatsApp application. And this is the only way which we contact Mamdouh with. And this is like...
Is this him here?
Yeah, he is.
I'm sorry.
He is. He's...
Sorry. It's very painful to see these pictures. And just to, while you take a moment, well, explain to everybody, you've been going through this process for 4 years trying to bring him here.
He's a peaceful person. His only dream is just to finish his study and to start his new life. Join us here in Canada. But all these dreams distracted by the war.
He was a university student when he stayed there and
Yes,
you
he
came
was
here.
studying engineering, and at the same time, as I told you, Mamdouh, if he is not a peaceful person, he will be able to survive. He can't, because he is still no experience. This war, like 3 years now.
Yeah.
If you can imagine that, distract everything. Our home completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Mamdouh, his future, done. Now, at least we are looking for just to hold him. Just to hold this, like as a father, it's hard to see my son in this situation. And
what does he share with you about what life is like for him now? Where is he staying? Is he able to access food? What does he need? What is he missing?
He misses everything now, because even access to food, it's need money. If we can afford for him the money, it's not easy to get this food. If he's going to this area which is they distribute money, distribute food, he will not able to, because it's so dangerous. Now the situation in Gaza Strip is completely dangerous. In terms of war, this is one. Mamdouh, as I told you, living in constant danger related to bombing strikes everywhere. At the same time, the issue of hunger, which is starvation. Like, he can't find food. The access for food, if they go to, and you can see the reports, if they go to take anything for food, maybe will be killed for that. And at the same time, a lot of gangs in the streets now, Gaza, full of militant persons. No one in Gaza are now safe. So my question is, who are able to see his son as a father in this situation?
Mamdouh, Just to update everybody, so you have gone through the channels. He has been approved for immigration through Quebec. He is able to come to Canada. The issue is getting him out. If I understand that correctly.
applied, yes. I applied for Mamdouh once the war started in November. In October, I started in processing to bring him in Canada.
Yeah.
In the beginning of November. In 18th of November, they put his name on the list for evacuation through Rafah border. Unfortunately, he was not able to access the Rafah border at that moment.
And what's frustrating also about this is when he was first allowed to go to the border, because he was an 18-year-old male trying to leave Gaza, he could not get approved when the rest of the children could.
The beginning, when we started the process for the PR, we as a families, as Palestinian family in 2022, applied for our families from Gaza to come here to wait the PR with us here in Canada. And I appreciate Canada government at that moment, they issued for my family TRP. This TRP allowed my wife and my 3 kids to come here in Canada, but Mamdouh, because he was 18 years old, at that moment was not easy to coordinate, to be out of Gaza from Egypt borders. So for that reason, we were not able to send him. He said that I'll finish my study, okay, and then I will join you after get approval from the PR. Because, Baba, listen, it is like time. I will finish the study and I will join you. So that's okay. Let my mother and my sister go, and I will join you. He took this decision and said, it's okay, no problem. He waited in Gaza. Now he is trapped in Gaza. Because now his age is 23 years old. I do understand that, but we applied for him when he was 18.
I know. So where does it stand right now? What do you need the government to do? How do you get him home?
I appeal everyone. I appeal the government. I appeal Mr. Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada. You are as a father. Can you see your son in the same situation like my son? And if your son in the same situation like my son, as a father, what you will do? That's the only question that I ask. I need their help. I appealed to the government of Canada to finalize the issue of PR application, or to issue the TRP for Mamdouh, or to evacuate Mamdouh as soon as possible. Because by this way, I think that if they give us a hand to hold our son again, we will keep appreciating them all life. At the same time, I ask the Minister of Immigration, Madame Lina Diab, and also the Minister of Global Affairs, Anita Anad. So, Madame Anita and Madame Lina, please, as a mother, they are mothers. So if anyone can see his child like that, I'm not asking to do anything for me. Just only bring my son. Just only bring him here. Just first, PR application, 52 months. See this application, please. If there's not TRP, issue for him any paper just to leave him out of Gaza Strip. Because it's for me, it's like a nightmare. Everywhere, I can't,
every news story, every headline. I can't imagine.
I can say one thing. How can I drink, for example, water? And I know that my son has no access for clean water, for food, for safety, for nothing. My son, 5 days ago, he was suffering from GIT. I'm a professional in public health, and I do understand what the meaning of GIT.
What is GIT?
It's gastrointestinal tract infection. So at that moment, the patient is suffering from something related to vomiting in the area, and at least I was not able to tell him just drink clean water, or the temperature is high, no water for compressions. So how can I survive at that moment? How can?
Mr. Abusbitan, I know it is painful to sit here and have this conversation, talk about your son and look at pictures of what he's experiencing right now. I appreciate you coming in and giving us a face to the plight that is happening for other families in this country. Thank you so much for being here.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for receiving me today. And please, I wanted to send a message for all government. Please help my son to be evacuated from Gaza as soon as possible. not to hear the word of too late, because I don't want to hear this word. I need just to see my son. At the same time, for all people who like humanity, I am saying I'm not here as a father. I am pro-humanity and came in here for a humanitarian issue. So humanitarian issue is important. Please, if you see my petition, sign it and help me to raise the voice of my son to be evacuated as soon as possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you.